Hello, this is Mr. Long filming this video from Long Towers. What I thought I'd do is just put together a short video explaining how I think the live lessons will work when they start. Bear with me, there'll be things that I've not anticipated, but I've tried to think through how the lesson could work and how it could go, and some of the things you can expect. First, you can see I'm a creature of habit, so a lot of what we're going to aim to do is going to feel exactly like the lessons that we've always had. And that will start with this usual introductory screen. I will give you 3 minutes to write the title, update your content, and ask a question about last time. And I will time it from Dream Ski. You might have noticed these around my neck. We still hate each other, but we're putting our differences aside for the greater good. So I will time 3 minutes, and you will have 3 minutes to do those usual jobs. After the 3 minutes have elapsed, as is usual in my lessons, I'll ask some random questions about last time. And that's the first way that you can help me, actually. Because instead of just watching the video on YouTube, just make sure you're signed in to YouTube if you have a YouTube login. Don't worry if you don't, it's not a big deal. But if you do, log into YouTube, because that will allow you to comment on what's happening live as we do it. So the idea is I'll have you named on lolly sticks, much like in our lessons, and I'll ask some of you questions, and I expect your answers to come through. Clearly, this kind of thing isn't going to work as well over the internet as it does in person, but we'll give it a go and we'll see how it works. After the questioning section of the lesson is over, normally then I teach you something new. Sometimes you'll see this view where I'm speaking to the camera, and then there'll also be times where I slightly clunkily have to adjust things, and I'm just going to show you that now. So let's say I want to show you a demonstration of some physics. Then you'll see me do this. You'll see me approach the camera, disappear around the back of it, and start to adjust things. Move the camera across the room until we're facing the demonstration that I want to show you. I will talk about the physics involved for a bit. I will point at things if I need to point at things and say physicsy words if I need to say physicsy words, but I will use this view for demonstrating bits and pieces of physics. The other thing, of course, we do sometimes is note taking. So once again, you'd see me move the camera around, back to the desk here, and again with a bit of adjustment required, you'll see me take notes here. I'll try and make sure they're big enough to see, I'll try and make sure they're clear enough to see, but once again you can use the comments live if any of that seems to be going wrong, and I will try to respond. Once I've done the note-taking section, it's normally over to you to do some work. So let me just adjust the camera for a moment. You'll get used to these pauses in what we do. As I was saying, once we've done some worked examples or notes, normally it's over to you to practice. And that's the second thing I'm going to ask you just to keep an eye on. I'll have sent an email in advance of all of these lessons with a document that you need to print out. They are the questions you're going to answer. And the idea is you'll have printed them off in advance, which will then allow you to work in this next section. I'll do the usual thing. I'll give you 10, 12, perhaps 15 minutes. And in that time, I'll just stay silent, standing here like a clock. Of course, what I will also be doing is looking for your comments. If you need any help at all, just type, and I'll see the comment come up, and I'll be able to respond and hopefully be able to help. But I'll give you about 15 minutes to work, and then the lesson will finish by us going through that work. And once again, you'll see me go over to the camera there, and we'll go through the work in purple pen, much like we would in the normal lesson. Now, lots of this could all go wrong. It's a bit of a trial. We'll see how it works, and I'm sure we'll perfect it as we go. So to summarise, there's just kind of two things I think you need to do. Make sure first that when you're watching the YouTube video, you are logged in if you want to be able to comment and ask questions and answer questions. And second, just check your email, because I might be sending some work in advance that you need to print out so that you can follow the lesson as we do it. For now then, stay safe. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. And we'll try and finish the course and give some feel of what it would have been like to do it for real in the classroom. Thank you very much. Stay safe, and bye for now.